When you go out there and compete, leave it all out there and doesn't go your way, we obviously understand you can't win it every year, but there was so much belief that we could make something of this season and keep our hopes alive, trying to get a win tonight and taking it from there.
Just picture it. A packed stadium buzzing with excitement, fans on the edge of their seats, and an incredible player weaving through the competition, totally changing the game. That's Steph Curry in a nutshell. A super talented athlete who's more than just a basketball player. One thing's for sure, when we look back at his amazing career, there will never be another Steph Curry. The Golden State Warriors entered this season with hopes of winning the NBA title. It's possible that they won't even make it to the playoffs. That doesn't necessarily mean the dynasty is over, but it does highlight the amount of effort needed to give this squad even a remote chance of winning a championship. During the Steph Curry era, the Golden State Warriors have virtually become associated with the NBA playoffs. Since Curry's breakthrough season in 2011-2012, the Warriors have won 4 NBA Finals, 5 conference titles, and 9 postseason appearances. The present season would be one that Steph Curry would love to forget. Even at his peak, Steph Curry's experienced a decline in total productivity and efficiency. This season, his true shooting percentage is 61.8%, down from 65% the previous year. More often than not in his career, Steph has been blocked at the hoop and has not been as effective at finishing at the rim. Let's head back to where it all started. Del Curry, Steph's father, was a sharpshooter even before any of his kids entered the NBA. Stephen Ward Del Curry was born in Akron, Ohio, on the same hospital floor as a certain LeBron James a few years prior, a coincidence that would signify nothing more than the greatness to which both athletes were destined. The Curry family relocated to North Carolina after Del Curry was oddly selected as one of the players in the 1988 draft. For this reason, Steph spent a large portion of his high school career playing in Charlotte. Though he made an impact early on, his 160-pound physique and lack of athleticism prevented him from selecting his preferred location for playing. Steph wanted to play at Virginia Tech in order to continue his father's illustrious career, but the institution declined to give him a position on the roster. Thus, the candidate with 3 stars had to accept Davidson's offer. Curry easily broke the school scoring record in his first season at Davidson, winning the Southern Conference Freshman of the Year award. During his sophomore season, when he scored 26 points a night and was named to the Associated Press All-American second team, he only saw his averages rise. Curry would have undoubtedly been selected in the NBA following his sophomore campaign, but Steph understood that his physicality would prevent him from using his abilities in the NBA shooting guard role. He succeeded in moving up to the point guard position and increasing his assist averages from 2.9 to 5.6 per game. Scouts were growing increasingly fascinated by this unique athlete, who shot about 10 3-pointers a night and averaged over 40%. Thus, Steph had a distinct profile. Now, let's get into the zone, shall we? The journey of Steph in the NBA is one of a kind. Steph was chosen by the Golden State Warriors as their overall choice in the 2009 NBA draft. A franchise that, incidentally, already had Monta Ellis, another talented guard, on its roster. Ellis averaged 25.5 points per game in Curry's rookie campaign. Furthermore, the NBA was not like the one we have now, with 14 players averaging at least 25 points in 2010. Monta finished the league as the 6th highest scorer. 4 championship rings, 1 MVP award from the finals, 10 All-Stars, 8 All-NBA team selections, 2 league-leading scorer awards, and 2 NBA MVP awards, unanimously in a single season that was essentially unmatched for the first time in the league's history. Steph Curry is the winner of 2 league MVP awards and 4 NBA championships. Curry led the Warriors to their first championship since 1975 and took home his first league MVP award in 2014-2015. The season after, he made league history by being the first person to earn MVP by unanimous vote and to lead the league in scoring while shooting better than 50, 40, 90. The Warriors advanced to the 2016 NBA Finals, where they were defeated by the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 7. In the process, they broke the record for the most victories in an NBA regular season with 73. Following his success in the 2017 and 2018 NBA Finals, Curry led the Warriors to the 2019 NBA Finals, where they were defeated in 6 games by the Toronto Raptors. After struggling with injuries and missing the playoffs in 2020 and 2021, Curry defeated the Boston Celtics in the 2022 NBA Finals to earn his 4th championship with the Warriors and his first MVP title. In that particular season, he surpassed Ray Allen to become the all-time leader in 3-pointers made in NBA history. Curry made NBA history on November 1st, 2023 when he made his 250th consecutive 3-pointer in regular season action. He defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 141-139 on November 3rd with a game-winning layup. On December the 16th, Curry defeated the Brooklyn Nets 124-120, scoring 37 points on a 14-22 shooting, including 6 for 8 beyond the arc. He made NBA history by being the first player to score at least 3,500 three-pointers in his career. On January the 27th, 2024, Curry defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 145-144 in double overtime with 46 points, including a then season-high 9 three-pointers. Are we discussing one of the greatest handlers in NBA history? While it's true that he's not the league's finest passer, he doesn't really require that skill off the ball. And the reason for it is that Steph is one of the few players in the game who can be just as productive when he's not touching the ball as when he is. Assume you're a coach and one of your players attracts defenders like a walking magnet. Curry's presence on the floor turns into an unbreakable cheat code that other coaches are unable to calculate. His ability to shoot in every direction and at any angle made one or more defenders stick close to him, acting as if they were his shadow. And instead of stepping aside and giving his team the opportunity to attack in 4-on-4 scenarios, which are always advantageous for the attacking team due to the increased space, Steph understood how to maximize the attention they could afford to give him. It's possible that Steph Curry is the greatest off-the-ball player in NBA history. For years and years, Steph was able to frustrate his opponents with his incredible speed and agility in an offensive movement-based system put in place first by Mark Jackson and later by Steve Kerr. It wasn't necessary for him to possess the ball. In fact, he's the type of player who needs just a few seconds to shoot after receiving a pass, and because of his ability to make defenders swap on screens, the gravity he created was beneficial for both himself and his teammates in creating mismatches. Steph is a long-range machine gun with amazing handling, a quick shooter from mid-range, and a clever driver when it comes to finishing at the rim. Steph Curry was, and still is, the ultimate scorer, the player that everyone has tried for years to annoy but has never been able to fully grasp. Thanks to the technical braveries of players like Gilbert Arenas and even his old colleague Monta Ellis, Steph became the first combo guard in NBA history to achieve success. Curry sparked a movement that eventually produced players like Damian Lillard and is gradually shattering our conception of the ideal point guard. Like the all-time greats, Curry has demonstrated that his ability to perform is independent of time or system. Even at over 36 years old, he's still among the league's most dominant players. He remains a minimum among the NBA's top 10 players to this day. Not everyone could afford the luxury of aging in that manner though. We're talking about players like LeBron James or Kevin Durant who have been able to improve their skills year after year to stay at the top of their game in a time when they ought to have been replaced by now. So will there ever be a Steph Curry 2? Every coach has adjusted their defensive strategies to attempt to limit him after he altered the NBA for all time by smashing every team's tail for years. Could this be the season to finally fade Curry and company out of the playoffs? The 2024 Warriors have one of the worst winning percentages in a healthy Curry season since 2010-2011, but no trend lasts forever. That's all guys, Steph Curry will continue to mesmerize, and let's just enjoy the maestro at work. Do subscribe to our channel for more information, and thank you for watching.